So it's morning. Yay. Anyways, hello, how are you? Today I am going to do just a little get ready with me. I'm getting ready for my work day. I'm starting out with this Laneige Vitamin C Moisturizer. I've really been enjoying the Laneige products I've used. I like the lip sleeping masks, and I'm really starting to like a lot more of their facial products. That is slathered on, and now I'm going in with the Fenty moisturizer and sunscreen. Oh my gosh, my nails match the Fenty product. I didn't even mean to do that. I literally cannot function without coffee. I think I'm like 75% caffeine. Now I'm going in with the Pat McGrath Artistry Wand, using that as a primer on my lids. Now, if you've used this or if you recall, it is a clear eye primer. These are two Wayne Goss luxury eyeshadow palettes that I have. The first one that I have is Imperial Topaz. That's the one I'm starting with. I'm taking that shimmery shade there in the middle and going to put that all over my lid. The other palette that I have is his most recent one, which is called Tourmaline. I am going to do a video with swatches and reviews of the two palettes. I will say one thing is that these are so hard to open. Like, am I the only one? But I have struggled to open these eyeshadow palettes, both of them. Now I'm going to take that matte brown shade right underneath the first shade on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to use that in the outer areas of my eye, and I'm going to also blend it up a little bit. One thing to note is that I have a lot of random smiles throughout this video, and I cannot recall what I was watching or listening to, but apparently I was enjoying it. Now I'm going into the Tourmaline palette, taking that cool matte brown and using it to deepen the color that I just used. I'm taking this Wayne Goss brush from his Edit collection. Didn't put any product on it. I'm just using it to blend everything together. I have the mini of this Tarte Smoothing Primer. I haven't quite decided if I like it or I don't. I think it's fine. I'm slathering on a lot because I do want to smooth things out, and I also am hoping that my makeup can last most of the day so that I don't have to touch up in between patients. I'm also hoping to finish it up, so I've been using this primer quite a bit. It does leave a white cast, but that can definitely be covered with your foundation. Today I am using the Dior Face and Body Foundation in two shades. I'm mixing 6N and 7N. This is definitely a lighter coverage foundation. I really like it because it does kind of set down and it's pretty transfer proof, but I guess that is kind of duh because it is a face and body foundation. But so far I have been enjoying it. Have you tried it? Now I'm going in with the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer in Deep 50. I really like this concealer. I have it in 2 shades. I find that it's really creamy, really easy to use. I like the formula as well as the color. It's definitely risen to the top as one of my favorite concealers. I'm going to do my brows using the well-known Benefit Brow Pencil. While I'm doing this, I'm basically letting my concealer set down a little bit. Although with this concealer, you don't really need to, but you know, I'm doing it anyway. Now I'm taking this BK Beauty 108 brush and blending out my concealer. It's probably the brush I use the most to blend my concealer. Before, to put on my foundation, I was also using a BK Beauty brush. This is the Milani Cheek Kiss Cream Blush in the shade Coral Crush. I decided that I wanted to put this on before I put on powder. I wanted to see if there was a bit of a difference, and I do think that I like it better layered on top of foundation rather than layered on top of powder. Of course, I am now going to use my Pat McGrath Under Eye Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Brown, which I really like. It doesn't provide as much brightness as the yellow shade, but I'm okay with it. You know, sometimes I want the brightness and sometimes I don't. So I'm going in with this Sonia G brush, and I am setting all of the areas where I put concealer. Going back to Dior, I'm using the Powder No Powder in the shade 6N, and I'm using that as a setting powder just to set everything. This is probably my favorite powder bronzer. It is from Makeup Revolution. I really appreciate that they have like 3 or 4 really deep shades, so I'm able to use quite a few of the bronzers in the collection. Really, I just have to decide how deep of a bronzed look I want, or if I want to use one of the shades for contour, which is something that I've done. I'm wiping off this gloss. This was actually a mini of one of the Fenty cream glosses. I think it was like a perk or something, and that's why I got it. And now I'm going in with an LA Girl lip pencil. Honestly, I just picked up whichever one I saw first. I actually thought this was a brown, but it's not. But that's okay, because it's still gonna work. So this is a mini liquid lipstick from the Bronzed collection by Juvia's Place. Still deciding how I feel about them. I really like some of the products. I really don't like some of their actions. Now I am going in with my Tarte, which one is this? Lights, Camera, Lashes mascara. Yeah, that one. It's interesting that I don't really purchase from Tarte very often, but I've got a mascara, I've got a primer, and I still have some Shape Tape. Now I'm going back into the Imperial Topaz palette, which is the first one that I used. I'm mixing the matte brown with the matte black and just using that to define my lower lash line. It feels so good to take that little scrunchie off. Do you know that feeling when you just like are like woosah? I honestly don't know why I just start randomly dancing sometimes. There's literally no music playing. Now I am taking my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder and using it as a finishing powder. This is in the shade 3, but I have shades 3 and 4. I just couldn't find 4 at the moment. Now I'm doing a little pose for you. I am leaning into my mirror and checking my teeth to make sure there's no lipstick on them. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.